it on me. Bitch, you know I'm with them real shooters. Got some niggas on parole, bet they still pull it. Stain got a chop, AC, hit him with the Ruger. Bitch, I'm his worst nightmare like I'm Freddy Krueger.
Guys, welcome back to another episode. Today's going to be a little different. I'm not going to be in frame at all, but I'm interviewing Lil I. You'll get to see my hand right now when I dap him up. But I'm hyped to get an interview with him. I actually knew him from like a video shoot way back when, and I never tapped in, and then I heard a song off Mile High, and I was like, damn, bro, like I really got to tap in with him. So I'm excited to have him here, and shout out Where's Dank for letting us use the studio and letting us get this interview done. So I'll let him introduce himself, and then we'll get into some questions.
What's poppin'? My name is Lil I. Y'all go check me out on Instagram, 303_Lil I. Shit, we got a lot of new shit on the way. Fucking Tales from the Hood tape coming New Year's. You know, shout out 10 Forever. Shout out Dank. It's gonna go crazy.
Fuck yeah. Where did you grow up originally?
I grew up like in between the west side and the north side. I grew up by 18th, by the Broncos Stadium.
Really? What was that like for you? Like being a youngster, like downtown all
Growing
the time?
up, I was really like youngster. Well, I had like these projects, bro, by the crib, by like on 17th and like, was the King. And these projects, bro, my whole family lived there, bro. So like we was kind of in the west side, like a little bit that area, but we had, you know, I grew up with all my family, my north side family and shit. So we was there a lot. And then they took away those projects.
Yeah.
And shit. So all of my family kind of spread it out, bro. And then growing up, like middle school, high school, I was kicking. I went to North High School and shit. So I was really in that area, just cool with a lot of friends and family and shit out there. And so I was really just in between those two areas growing up, really.
You kind of said a little about like growing up in the struggle. Was that like a harder thing for you when you were growing up, or how did you deal with that?
Shit, it just, I really, honestly, I try to keep my mind off of all that stuff. I was really into sports. So,
what sports you play?
Football, basketball.
What position in football?
Running back, wide receiver.
I was about to say, bro, you look like a running back.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you fired?
Yeah, bro.
You start?
Yeah. And then, so we did that. So I was really trying to keep myself occupied as far as like trying to worry about, you know, all this extra shit. But
yeah,
there was certain times we would struggle, and then there was times where like my dad, you know, got his shit together, and we was, you know, like, you know, living good for a second. Then we moved from there because my dad got a DUI and shit. We lost the house and shit, and then we moved to Lakewood, and we was all kind of packed up in an apartment, you know, 2-bedroom apartment. We was like probably like 8 deep.
Wow.
And then my dad got a crib and shit, got his credit up and shit, and we moved out. And then I didn't really stay there for too long. By that time, I got my own little crib. And then, but yeah, so it was kind of rough. I didn't really have a room growing up. This new crib that my dad moved in was honestly, I had the whole basement to myself.
Yeah.
So for like a good 3 years, I kind of had my own room and everything to myself.
Your own little space.
Yeah, because growing up, bro, since I was a kid to probably like 17, I was sharing with my little brother.
Okay. Well, it wasn't bad, but
it wasn't bad. But I was like, bro, when it came to like bringing some bitches in and shit, bro,
little bro had to be a sleeper out the room.
Yeah, out the room. Nigga sleep on the couch today, nigga.
Did it make you think different growing up, like in the struggle, or like going through that, like where you're at now, maybe? Like,
nah, it made me humble. It made me humble. Feel me? I got niggas in college, and I got niggas doing, you know, a lot of jail time. Okay. So it's like in between. I grew up with both environments, so it's like I knew what was good and I knew what was bad. You feel me? So like I was fucking up a lot. Yeah, I was fucking up a lot, and then kind of just wanted to get my head straight. Started staying in music. Everyone kind of told me I should have taken this shit more serious and just kind of did that. So, and plus, like, I got niggas who did jail time that say it ain't even worth being in there, bro. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people regret what they did. So,
of course,
you know. So, I just rather be out here.
When did you start making music, then?
Probably like my freshman year, like 8th grade, going to freshman.
Damn.
I did like probably 3 songs off the phone.
Like off your iPhone?
Like, yeah, regular phone and shit. And then my niggas was like, when we was freestyling, like when we was kind of chilling and shit. And then there was like, oh, bro, you got, like, you should hit the booth. Like, you actually got
like
a little sound. And then I hit up, shout out Ranstees. But that nigga, bro, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have never got introduced to my studio, Switchboard. Shout out Switchboard. And ever since he locked me in, I paid for my first feature. And bro locked me in the studio. I introduced myself, and then I've been locked in since then. And then, and then I kind of, once I shot my first video, and I was getting a lot of love in school and shit, so I was like, yeah, I like this shit, you know what I mean? So.
Oh, hell yeah. What makes you keep doing music?
It's To be real with you, bro, I just, like, when I don't, there's times when I didn't do, like, I was kind of slacking, bro, and a lot of people, one thing I get asked a lot, like, nigga, we need to drop some new shit, bro, like, we need, and it kind of was just like, so a lot of my fans motivated me for sure, and my kids.
So you would say, like, then you're also, like, hella in touch with, like, the people listening to your music or, like, absorbing what you're saying. Like, you're going to give back. Not give back, but you're reciprocating what they're trying to give to you.
Yeah. And they're kind of just telling me, like, you're sleeping on your talent, bro. Don't let, like, you're actually good. Keep that bitch going.
How was growing up in Denver? If you had to say, like, you're just growing up experience. Is Denver a nice city?
Growing up, bro, it has its ups and downs, bro. It has its, like, I have my good moments, bro, where the city's lovely.
Yeah.
I had good times mobbing, seeing downtown. And then there's times where this shit could get a little ugly. I've seen some fucked up shit before, too. So, like, it just depends on the environment you in. If you just not around all that trouble shit, bro, you kind of smooth. If you're around all that, something's gonna, don't expect nothing to come eventually. Something's gonna pop up.
No, hell yeah. You said you started making music in 8th grade. What made you start making music?
I was drunk as fuck one day, bro, and I started freestyling, and then I actually was kind of cold with it. And I didn't even really think I was, bro. I was kind of like, if you heard my first freestyle, you're like, bro, it's trash, you feel me? But then, I don't know, bro, like, I kind of was just like, I kind of liked it, and then I was like, when you kind of want to start something, you want to get good at it.
You're like kind of halfway in already.
I'm going to get good at this shit, bro. And then I was like, I sat there a lot, bro, taking notes. Especially, what really helped me a lot is the people I listen to. Like the rappers.
Professional artists?
Yeah, I'll be bumping them, bro, and I just take notes. And I'm just like, and that's what really helped me. That's honestly that's what taught me was just the people I listened to.
Who are your favorite artists, then? Who were you listening to at that point, like anyway, early on?
Shoreline was probably my...
Before then?
Probably before then when I was really wanting to rap, bro, it was that drill music, that Chicago...
From like Detroit, Chicago.
Yeah, that
Shitty Boys.
Chief Keef and Lil Durk on them, bro, when they first came out, that I really I was on some shit like that. And then I was on, I ain't gonna lie with you, bro, I was rapping on some like Fat Nick and Suicide Boy beats.
Florida type shit.
Yeah. They had their little buzz for a little bit, bro. That's when I shot my first music video.
Fuck yeah.
And then I started bumping like some Shoreline and shit, bro, and I was like, you know what, nigga, I'm gonna stick to this shit right here.
You were able to find like sound from every part of the country.
I was moving around, bro, trying to find what I kind of like better.
Is that something you'd say is important to somebody who's like listening and maybe they're starting off, is like reaching out to the random beat makers from Florida or someone who doesn't have the sound of your city?
Just keep trying to find your sound until you feel what's more comfortable.
What do you
Especially like the audience, you feel me? If you ain't bumping really what you kind of rapping, bro, like you ain't really gonna make a song with the nigga that you listening to, bro, if you ain't really tapped in with the type of shit. You know what I mean?
What would you call Denver's sound?
Detroit, Cali.
Okay.
Sound for sure.
Do you think it works for Denver, or do you think that Denver should kind of adapt to its own sound?
It works for some people, some foods are gold.
Fuck yeah.
But some foods are trash too.
One second, I'm reading questions. I'll cut this little part out. Okay. What place do you make music at? Like, obviously, at the beginning you talked about, like, recording by yourself, drunk and all that shit. Where are you creatively now? Like, you obviously come to the studio and shit, or, like, what do you do to get creative?
Shit, bro, to be real with you, my best work is probably sober.
Yeah.
You feel me? My best work is me kicking in my room by myself, smoking some weed, bro, just
quietly thinking and shit. Hell yeah.
And then I get creative sometimes, bro, when I crack, like, get a little Jose Cuervo bottle and get little shots in, bro, punch in type shit.
Do you think the flow's different?
Yeah,
vice versa?
For sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes my freestyle's a little doper, but my writing most of the time eats everything up. But my freestyle is pretty dope too, bro. And like I'm starting to get used to that a little more, trying to work on that. But when I get a little drunk, it
just flows.
Loosens me up a little bit, dog.
Hell yeah.
Just like, all right.
Do you write a lot more than you freestyle, or vice versa?
Yeah, I prefer writing.
Okay. Is that because of the pre-planned verse, or?
It's just like if I can put some shit in, bro, but if like niggas really wanna, like even then, like let's say I'll punch half the verse in, you know what I mean? And then, cause a lot of the times when I write, bro, I come hard, bro, and then
Yeah.
I start thinking too much. So I'll go halfway, bro, and then I'll just punch in the rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Once you have the beginning, it's like the foundation.
Once I got
all
my flow and how I'm coming, bro, it's kind of a wrap up.
Do you think it's hard to make music?
Yeah, for sure. It's not easy, bro. It takes me, I ain't gonna lie with you, it takes me probably about 3-4 hours to even find a beat.
Really?
And then it takes me about 2 hours to write. And then, yeah, so like 6 hours just to even like start with something they ain't even cooked up or nothing like that.
But the end product's like a well thought through, like professional product.
Yeah, that all together, bro. Once I got it all cooked, that's the hardest part is me doing it on my cook. Once I'm in the booth, it's just more of I'm just anxious to lay it down. That's the easy part.
I get that. What do you think is like not a virtue, but what do you call being successful? Or like, how do you rate people like when you come in contact with somebody?
I feel like successful, bro, is like when you're able to. Like, to me, successful, bro, like when I'd be happy, bro, is to buy my mama and my dad a crib and just to be able to maintain, you know,
like sustainability.
Rent, everything like that. I'm not saying ball out or crazy, but to me, it's like I got my mom and dad a crib, bro, I got me a crib, that whip.
The shit that matters.
The shit that really matters. Then I'm like, yeah, I kind of doing something.
Yeah, it's not the extra shit, it's the shit that like plays in your life.
Yeah, because if you really want to be real, successful, I could just say like, bro, being rich as fuck, like having a stack of money, you know.
Yeah,
but like that would be cool with me. I'll be like, yeah, I'm doing something like.
Nah, there's more to life everywhere. Do you believe in God?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. How often are you making new music?
Shit, bro. But lately I haven't been cooking a lot. I just been doing. So I did a lot of this tape and shit, bro. I got a bunch of videos I've been doing.
Yeah, bro.
So right now, once after New Year's is done, I drop the tape from these videos. I'm gonna hit the booth again and start cooking shit up again. I gotta do my own tape and shit like that. But right now I'm focused on videos because when I got my head everywhere, it's kind of just a mess, bro. And I ain't really focused on getting shit done because my head's just everywhere. You know?
If you got a lot to worry about, it's understandable. How would you suggest like a plan to somebody who doesn't have a manager, somebody who's doing this, like you were saying, it's like the motivation sometimes, but you're putting videos out, so you're like sub-countering not putting out new music by putting out the visuals, but like how do you stay on a plan to like keep yourself in the line that you want to fly?
Honestly, bro, it's to me, it's like stay consistent, one. And two is like to quit doing the same basic videos, you feel me? Like switch shit up a little bit, you know what I mean? That's what I did with that last video. I was just kind of tired of seeing the same shit.
Yeah, bro.
So I was just like, I'm trying to spice it up. You know, I'm trying to do some shit that no one in the city kind of has been doing. You know, everyone kind of. I've been seeing some dope videos. Everyone deep and shit. And at first, I thought like, oh, that's a hard video.
Yeah.
And then every video I got, like, we deep, bro. And I'm just like, I'm tired of it. Like, I want to see something, bro. Like when I see, you know. And then like I said, I take notes from the artists I listen to.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this nigga did a hard ass movie. Guess what? I'm like, I feel like I want to do a movie next, nigga.
I feel that.
You know,
like more creative, directive shit.
Yeah, in Denver, bro, like we basic, bro. We don't think outside the box. Like we just.
You think a lot of people in Denver copy each other?
That, bro, and niggas is really cheap. Niggas ain't really.
What you mean by that?
They cheap and they don't really take their time with their quality, bro. That video cost me $1,000. And
that's the price you pay for that.
It took me about almost 20 hours to shoot total, bro. Like, you know, you ain't gonna get that good of a quality if you ain't putting the time and money into it. You feel me? So like,
if you want to shoot a movie, you shoot a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. And that's what I told my bro Stay, and I was like, you want this bitch to be a movie, bro? Fuck it, bro. It might be a little taxi, but I was like, when you see all the responses and people reacting to it, you're gonna be like, all right, nigga.
No, I feel that.
We did something good.
So, with Denver then, do you think like people making music, like the sounds around the city, you think it's competitive or like it's just kind of like a mosh of a bunch of different sounds that creatively play together? Like everyone's at peace, or there's people that like don't really like other people because their music's similar?
There's some haters for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like the city, I don't know, bro. Like some niggas is hating, bro, but I don't really got a lot of hate lately. So like, but I see the hate like with other rappers and shit. But like I said, but I'm really humble, so I just try to be cool with everyone and shit. Like, you feel me? Unless niggas want fun, but like, you just You know, niggas ain't really. I ain't worried about no one, nothing like that. We just
no competition.
Yeah, I don't really look at no one as competition, bro. To me, no one's really made it in the city. So like,
Nah, for real.
until you got that crown, nigga, then you know. But I like some competition, bro. So I'm like, let's get it.
Do you think there's like, if you could, who would you name off from Denver or like Colorado that's like made an impact on the music scene?
Brad Steves, for sure.
Okay.
Bro was popular back when I was in high school.
Is he still going?
Yeah, but he's not popular no more. He's popular back in high school, but he's one of the reasons like I was like, all right, bro, I can do it. He like influenced me a lot, bro. The Plains, I don't know if you know Plains, but Plains influenced me a lot, bro. And then like,
is this like northern or southern
Colorado?
Yeah,
like people around here, bro. Really.
Okay.
And then like,
did you watch them blow up? Huh? Did you watch them blow up and like their come up? So it's kind of just realistic.
And then like, honestly, it's a lot of local artists, bro. Niggas I kind of ground with, like I kind of see them shoot videos, make moves, and I'm like, it kind of, to me, it's like motivated me a little bit more. But like, niggas that are going crazy here, like 100 Pack TNT.
Fuck yeah.
I fuck with Too Much. I fuck with like Naz. I fuck with, you know,
all them boys.
That's my boy. And then like, you know, there's a lot of niggas going crazy. You know, my nigga Zach. You know, shout out Zach. He going crazy. We just punched in.
Hell yeah, that shit was fire. That shit. Oof. How do you keep from burning out? Like you said, like you get that hype and you want to keep going, but you hit a block or something.
Well, I burned out like 3 times. Like as far as my music career, I had some buzz going on, then I stopped. And then, you know, so this time now that I got this little buzz going, we shooting a video tonight, bro. You feel me? So like,
oh yeah.
You know, I got a video we just dropped last week. We got a video with Acito coming up. About to play it here in a second. And then we got a video tonight, bro. So I told
you've been busy.
I told my nigga like once we, you know, we always gotta have a video in back, nigga, ready to go. And then we got shows. We've been going crazy.
Yeah, bro. You've been popping out downtown and shit.
Yeah, bro. So
how are you doing that with your like by yourself? You feel like that's something that's harder to do as an individual?
I came in this bitch by myself, bro.
Real shit. Okay.
I interviewed with you. I put a lot of niggas on too, like. Niggas, I gave them free feature, bro. Like other niggas before, you feel me? Like they didn't fuck with me.
Yep.
And then now they fucking with me, and like I did a song, bro. And like there's a few niggas, you know, that I even gave them the most views. You feel me? Like, but it's just like I know with a few niggas showing love, bro, and a few niggas that was like kind of using me type shit.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, because either way, it's promo for me, bro. But like I said,
do you continue fucking with them, or you put them on the back burner?
I don't really say much, bro. I'm humble, like I said. Like, you feel me? I want to see everyone shine type shit. You feel me? But I just, like I said, it don't gotta be by your means. There's some haters and shit like that. So like,
yeah.
But you really gotta just keep moving.
What makes a fundamental rapper to you?
What was that word we were saying, bro? Like when you kind of spit in every kind of flow, like style. Versatile.
Versatile.
When the niggas can switch it up, bro.
Yeah. Like maybe they can sing and rap. Fuck yeah.
And that's what I try to do. Like that daytime, bro, I kind of use some auto-tune for the first time.
Hold up. I have one of your songs that I was fucking with, I think.
And like, niggas try to switch it up, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You never know. Some shit.
Can't Fool. Yeah. Is there some singing in that?
Yeah, like there's like a little part in the
that's the one that I added in because it was a different sound from the other songs that you had done.
So I have some auto-tune in that, bro, and that's what made me, when I did the daytime, bro, that made me a little bit more confident because I already had done it.
Well, when you're like mixing up like tonight, you said that you hopped right on it and he kind of showed you that shit. Is it like when you're doing it, like it comes right away like that? What's the difference between writing that? Like you said, sometimes it can take you 6 hours, and then sometimes you can punch it in like 20 minutes. Where do you feel like that? Like
I feel like, bro, sometimes my hardest shit is when I don't even really think about it. Like I ain't gonna lie, there's this one fool. I swear to God to you, bro, I gave him like a quick ass verse. Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
it was one of those dudes who's old head, and I was like, fuck it. Bro, I heard it, and I was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, this is probably one of the hardest verses I ever wrote for someone. Like, it was just shit. Like, bro, like, out of nowhere, you feel me? And then so it all depends, bro. It's kind of in the moment type shit, like, you feel me? But honestly, it's more like when I don't really think about it, I kind of go quick. And then when I try too hard, bro, I'm just sitting there like, fuck, help me get a bar, bro. I mean, with a bar.
After you work too hard at it, it's a little too hard. You be fucking with like shrooms and shit?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What do you think about like life on the deeper end? Like, where do you sit? Like, how old are you?
I'm 24.
So what does life like mean to you? Like, when you like wake up every day, like how do you get through the day? Like, besides me making music and being creative.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Smoking weed gets me through the day.
Yeah.
I wake up, bro. I'll be like, fuck, you know, like I gotta go to work, man. Like,
I better get high.
yeah, so I'm like, fuck. As soon as I get a dab or something, bro, I'm like, fuck you, nigga, let's go to work, nigga. I'm like,
I'm the
you
same
know,
way.
so like, I ain't gonna lie, weed kind of just gives me that fuck it. You feel me? Like, cause I'll be stressing too much over shit, bro. And once I get high, I'm like fuck it, nigga.
Hell yeah.
It is what it is.
Have you had any like crazy life lessons so far in life? Like something that like impacted you and like changed the way that like you viewed everything?
Yeah, I went to jail.
Really?
And I was on some bars.
Like Xans?
And I woke up, nigga, I didn't even know I was in jail, bro.
Yeah.
I was in that bitch like
looking around, how the fuck
like,
did I get
was
here?
like, what the fuck, bro? I'm always thinking worse, like, what the fuck did I do? And then I'm on the officer, I'm like, yo, like, what did I do, nigga? And he goes, I don't know, bro. Like, and I'm like, can I call my mom and shit?
Yeah.
And my mom, I'm talking to my mom, and I'm like, yo, I'm in jail, like, can you get me out? And she's like, well, what are you in there for? And I'm like, shit, I don't even know, like, man,
I just
like,
woke up here.
I was like, I don't know, like, you just come get me out, you feel me? And then, as soon as my high was coming down, bro, like, I was still high, and then my high was coming down, bro, and I kind of started remembering a little bit.
Came back in pieces.
And I was just like, bro, and then right there, bro, I felt like shit, because I was like, I was on him, bro, like, I was just, like, didn't give no fucks, you know? And that kind of made me realize, because, like, bro, I woke up, nigga, like, freaked out, bro, because I thought, like, maybe, what if I got in a car crash, killed someone? Yeah, I was like, nigga, what did I do? I was like, so that was probably one of the worst, like life lessons. I was like, oh, shit, nigga, like, I'm in this bitch, and I don't even know why, bro, like.
Did you feel like the system was okay, like, in there?
Now they treat me like shit, because
really?
I was all barred out, bro, so I couldn't even really walk.
They was just throwing you around and shit?
Throwing my ass around, bro. Yeah, so the nigga, when I woke up, they was like, no, they was fucking you up. And I was like, I don't even remember, nigga, like, I can't do shit now, nigga. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the problems that are around us today, what do you think some of the biggest ones are for, like, the community that look at people who rap or listen to, like, influential people?
It's doing drugs, bro. A lot of these people doing drugs and shit like that. So, like, don't do drugs. Like, if you can't, you know, I ain't gonna be no one's pops and shit, but if you can't handle them, if you can't maintain them, shit, you know, because I still, till this day, I'm still trying to take my own advice. There's times where I get fucked up.
Bro, everyone does.
I don't know what the fuck going on.
Do you think that, like, when you, like, live life, like, you only get one life, or you think you come back and you live multiple lives?
That's some deep shit right there. Yeah. So, like, I don't know, bro. I believe in afterlife and shit like that, but to be, like, if you want me to be real honest with you, I think the way we go out is the way we came in, bro. It was, you know how, like, before we was pitch black, ain't nothing going on. I feel like when we go out, bro, it's gonna be the same shit.
Have you ever heard of DMT?
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Bro, I did that shit, and they said that's what it's like when you die.
Yeah,
like,
it was like the third eye type shit, bro. I got offered, I could have, bro, but I barely took acid, man. Acid.
You like acid?
Yeah, it was cool, bro. Yeah. But I was tripping balls, bro. Like, I was like, and then it was so long.
Yeah,
so
12 hours.
Bro, I was like, I want to get off this shit.
You were tired of it at the end.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, I feel that.
Because I was like, felt like I was getting high, and I wasn't. You know, I was high, and I wasn't.
Nah, I feel it. Who do you think one of the most, like, not most best, but, like, the best rapper out right now is, if you had to say?
Where?
Anywhere. Like, just in your opinion, stats-wise, anything.
Best rapper? Damn, bro, that's tough. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. My favorite rapper is T Grizzly.
Really?
Yeah.
I fuck with T. You like those new YouTube shorts he was putting out, like the stories kind of thing?
Bro, just his bars just be blowing my mind. I'm like, bro, he's talking shit.
Do you fuck with his little brother?
Yeah,
he went
bro,
back
that song was hard too and shit. Like, but bro talks different. Like, he's on a different lane I am, but like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
What do you think about that streaming shit he does, bro? Making like $2 million a month.
That nigga makes more, bro. I wish I could hop on some shit like that.
Bro, you can.
I know, but I don't know how to
Just
do
tell
all
people
that.
on Instagram, tap in. Watch my Twitch. I'm about to do
I'm
some
about
crazy
to,
shit.
bro. I'm about to start doing TikTok. Like, you know how the niggas do like little funny skits?
Bro,
nigga? I'm about to play fucking, bro.
TikTok's great too because if you ever feel like it's like slowing down, if you delete your TikTok and just put it as a new username, same thing, different email, you like it's a fresh account. You're not gonna get
and the
blackballed.
one thing is TikTok, bro, is the number one used app.
Yep.
So like, a lot of
People
niggas
be
use that
laying
shit.
in
Bro,
bed
I'm
watching
sleeping on
that,
that
like-
shit. I'm trying to, you feel me? I'm trying to do some shit on that. So
What do you think Denver's missing, like in the rap scene?
it's networking, bro. Niggas ain't scared to spend money.
So paying for the feature.
Features network, bro. Like niggas don't really know no one out here, but if niggas see that this nigga fucking with bro, these niggas are fucking with this nigga, bro, like they're like, oh, this nigga clearly got something going on. If niggas is fucking with him, I mean, shit like
Just
that.
hop on.
I think so, bro, because like I just got my, like, I haven't done a video with a big feature until the one I got. I'm about to show y'all. But I've gotten big features, bro. It's like whatever, nigga. Like, but when you put some money and get this shit going, like, I feel like it gets your name a little bit more out there to spice it up, get the little tension going.
I mean, bro, yeah, it's like you're putting it up to play. That's like, where's music taking you throughout life? Like, do you think the path from when you started would have been different if you never did?
Yeah. So I came a long way from where I was for sure. I came from where like niggas didn't want to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Niggas thought I was trash and shit like that. And then I was just like, nigga, I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. And then eventually when I started dropping some shit, we started hopping on.
Oh, hell yeah.
So like I always believed in like the tables turn. So I told my little brother was a little scared of rap and shit. I'm like, nigga, these niggas they ain't trying to get you a feature, bro. Like, it happened, bro. The niggas been popping out with me. And the dude that he hit a feature of, bro, he hit my bro back up. And he was like, fuck, bro, like, he was cool. And I'm like, see what I
should have
mean?
cashed in for more.
I was just like, just letting it, just gotta keep working, bro. They gonna see it work eventually.
What do you think about, like, current, like, news or, like, events? You got any knowledge about what's happening in, like, the world right now?
No, I don't pay
Not
attention
really?
to that shit.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be too high. I'll just be on the war zone when I get out of work, man.
I feel you.
And then I'm taking care of my kids, man. I don't really watch TV, bro.
You fucking with the new
I'll be
COD?
watching like TV shows and shit like that.
Okay.
But not on TV.
You fuck with the new Call of Duty?
Oh, I'm goated, nigga. I'm goated. Catch me on that.
Did you pay for skins before?
Yeah, I'm sad, bro. I spent like
and then now they're all free.
Man, I'm like, I don't got no fucking skins, bro.
If you had a message to like end this interview or like shout out like your message, what would you tell people?
Shit, bro. Pushing. You know, stay patient. You know, everyone can stay turned. Feel me?
Yeah.
And just stay humble and shout out to all my nutty niggas. You know, all my family, shit like that. Shout out fucking Dank. Shout out Temp Forever. For me. Y'all tap in. We about to go crazy. I promise y'all. Wait till y'all see this new shit I got. Got Tales from the Hood mixtape. Drop a New Year's. And y'all, if y'all haven't tapped in with that daytime, go tap in. On Shimo Media, YouTube. And like I said, bro, we finna go crazy all year, bro.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming in. Everyone drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and wait till you see the vlog that we drop next.